Okay, we all face nerves periodically throughout our careers. Some phases are worse than others. We go through periods of time in life where we might be very nervous for some reason, whatever reason. There's about a myriad of factors that can influence whether you feel nervous or not. And then there could be other times in your life where you feel relatively calm. Maybe you performed a piece so much that you're very, very comfortable playing it. But we all need to have concrete methods for conquering nerves when they do hit. So here are four. Number one, flood your mind with the work at hand. What is it you need to do to make this piece work? What have you been working on in your practice sessions? Where are the pitfalls? Flood your mind measure by measure with what you have to do to play this passage correctly, or this phrase correctly, or this movement correctly. If you flood your mind completely with the work, a lot of times you don't really have much energy or time or space in your brain left for nerves. And the very act of concentrating really hard on this pushes those nerves away into the background, and they're not as bad. Number two, sometimes I like to think about something that would be terrible to have to go through. Like something that's much worse than this performance that you've got, like sitting in the dentist chair for 3 hours having a root canal. I've never had a root canal, but I imagine that it's not a fun experience. So I just think about how great it would be to be playing instead of having a root canal, and sometimes that can kind of help you battle these nerves. Number three, I like to put on the garb of confidence. So maybe you don't feel confident at all, but I like to imagine someone who I know personally who is a very confident player. What do they look like when they're playing? They look pleasant, they're smiling, they're moving around when they play, they're communicating with the audience either visually or they're talking to the audience before they play, any number of things. And a lot of times if you put on the garb of confidence so that you're exuding confidence, you will start to actually feel confident. It's a very strange mind-body connection. Sometimes putting on the act, I hate to use the word act, but putting on the act generates the actual emotions you want. So that's a really good thing you can do as well. And number four, the fourth thing is to practice. Be very well prepared. The more you practice, the more confident you get on the piece, and the more you understand what you need to do to play that piece well. You've got notes written in your music, and you're going to focus on all of this. That helps you with the very first thing I mentioned, which is focus on the job at hand, do the work that you need to do to play this piece. So try that out, see if it works. It's worked for me in a variety of circumstances when I have felt so nervous I thought I was going to vomit off stage. There have been times like that in my life. Other times I've played and not had any nerves whatsoever. As human beings, we're kind of unpredictable in that way. And day to day we change, and that's normal, and that's fine. But I think nerves are a good thing, and they can really help you get some adrenaline going, get some energy, and they can help you push you to play even better than you typically play. So I don't try to get rid of the nerves, I just try to handle or manage the nerves in various ways, and these are some tips to do that. Try it out, see if it works.